Okay, so I am finally gonna be streaming again. Pillars of the Earth. I know I haven't streamed in a while, but I haven't had the chance to. The only days I'll be able to stream now are oops, my phone. Are Friday and Saturday. That's it right now. So yeah. And last week I could not. So continue. And then tomorrow, yeah, probably stream White Day. Maybe they'll have, okay. Where were we? It's been forever.
Hey.
I'll make faces at him. He looks so cute. I want to finish the
done
Corval.
for now.
Whatever.
I just can't stand looking at it anymore.
We'll see what happens.
Hey, take back what you said before.
What? What did I say?
Oh, come on. You know what you said.
About Aliena? Why would you care if I take her as a wife?
You don't get it, do you?
I love him like a brother, but he drives me mad. I think he knows it all because he's the master builder now. Let's say that to this dude.
I'm looking for a book, and before you ask, it's not the Bible.
There are books in the scriptorium at the Prior's house. Maybe you can find it there.
Into the crypt.
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
I thought they said they still had money
Trust
to
me,
pay them
Philip.
for now.
I'll think of something.
Jack! You said you weren't finished with your Corbel. When I went by there, looked finished to me. You need to learn to let go and move on. Don't get lost in the details.
It's my Corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost.
Pretty hypocritical.
When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest?
Oh. He's just a little boy still.
Ugh. Shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Yeah. Fiona's house. Well. Huh. Let's go here.
Good day, my ladies.
Ha ha! If it isn't handsome Jack. Have you come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day, your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, as a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
I have trouble with their hands. Can we go anywhere else along here? Not really. I'll go over here. Fallen novice. Let's ask about this. Maybe they'll know something. Who knows?
Do you know a remedy for rough and dry hands?
Your mother would know for sure. She is tending to her herbs right down that path to your left.
Awesome.
The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
That looked really tiny. Stinging nettle. If I find a mortar, I can make a bomb for the fuller.
Ouch! Stinging nettle?
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make a balm from it. Cuthbert had a mortar, I think. The fuller's hands will improve for a while. But only for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they need to stop fulling.
Maybe you're right. Thank you.
Maybe they should do it in turns or something. Path to the mill.
The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels, and the millstone. The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion. I guess that's a challenge for another day.
Interesting. What a great invention. What else can you do with a wheel like that? Lots of things.
When I find more time, I'll try to think of other mills we can build.
Oh, okay.
The water is there. The wheels are there. Why stop at grinding?
Anything up here? Someone carved something into that beam. All faded and weathered. Can't read them. That's a thing someone carved about, you know, getting whipped on the back or something.
Do you mind?
Leaving. Handful of ants. Busy little creatures. Okay.
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants.
What are we gonna do with them? Huh.
No, the other ants are his.
Wish I could get excited about ants. Okay, I guess that's it. I'll leave the mill. And we're gonna do this. Oh, damn it.
I need to do better than that. Missed!
Thought I got it the second time. I guess not. Find it goes so fast. There we go.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all of them.
Achievement unlocked, Exterminator. Well, go to the monastery. Kitchen. Kitchen door, right?
Hello, Milius.
Jack, and Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Why not?
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
What a wiener.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellar soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
One.
Yeah. It's quiet with the Cuthbert.
3, 4, 5.
Not my kind of tools. Maybe I should learn cooking. Can't be that
There
hard.
is a sausage missing.
No, there's not.
Ah, no.
It's warm in here.
Here
Can I
it
stand
is.
around here all day? Okay, so let's use this over here.
Now, let's see.
Oh, really?
Here we go.
Those two are the easy ones.
Yes.
Oh, that was a fail.
Oh. Just a little more. Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes?
Do you know how to make a bar?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
Bomb for the Fuller's hands. Awesome.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and
He wants to have a
you
woman.
are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
It's
Wow.
vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
I guess that's it. Gonna save. Back. Let's go here. That little kid's so cute. It's locked. Chapter house. Here monks convene for elections and discussions. Locked. Can't get in there.
And stop yelling! I will not!
Oh, wait, I changed my mind. Oh, I can't do anything. Ew.
Everything all right, Jonathan?
That kid's super fast. Oh, he had boogers hanging out. They're still arguing. Scriptorium.
You drunk bastard! You pushy fat oaf!
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No surprise, Regis.
The two have been quarreling the whole morning. I wonder what their problem is. What are you doing in the scriptorium?
I wanted to have a look at your books.
Is that so? Everyone, listen up. Is the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts with pictures and color?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Build? Working on the construction side. Carving statues and ornaments.
Building
things.
things.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either. But it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack. Now, go back to your work and do not disturb us again.
Shut up! You shut up!
And you, don't be distracted.
No,
Sir
Prior
Remigius.
Remigius.
Guy's rude. Do I have to make them stop arguing? And talk to...
You do know that we might all lose our work? I know.
Nope, no of it here.
Let's see if I can get them
And
to
when
stop
I'm out
arguing.
of work, I want at least to be relaxed.
I think I know who might be a shining inspiration for both of you.
Think of other people. Let's see.
The Earl of Shiring.
Which one? Earl Bartholomew or the fat one, the new one?
Percy Hamley! You don't know the name of our Earl?
He's not my Earl. I'm from Earl's Castle. Bartholomew was my Earl, and a great man.
But he's dead now, isn't he? Gone. You should know the name of your new Earl.
What? The fat one?
Percy Hamley!
No, that was a mistake.
You know what? I refuse to remember that name.
What? Why?
For spite! It wasn't right what he did to my Earl.
You know what? What you're doing isn't right either. I refuse to remember your name as well.
You wouldn't dare!
Already did it!
Holy crap. Think of other people. Think of other people. Brother
Brother Arnaldus.
There we
Good
go.
example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead.
Oh.
What's your excuse for lying around in the cemetery?
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear's arse?
Get back to work!
Never!
And stop yelling!
Never!
Oh my gosh. Please. Okay, let's see. The sub-prior.
The sub-prior?
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it. What? That he is a hard-working man?
Who?
Sub-Prior Remigius! You fool!
What? How dare they?
Now do I go in?
How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But we...
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our trust.
Okay.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead.
Oh, the guy over there. I see.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead.
Okay. This guy?
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester. There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
Little copy, okay.
What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands.
Sounds like the church.
Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
True that.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble.
Yep.
Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Philip's book, The Justice of the Church, written 1140. Written in Latin, Philip's book is copied by the scribes and illuminators of Kingsbridge and has found its way into the larger libraries of England and Normandy. It is mostly read in higher circles of the clergy because its content is a complicated and delicate nature. In this book, Philip writes critically about ordeals by fire, water, and other means. For centuries, the official purpose of these ordeals was to decide whether a man or woman was guilty or not. According to the clergy, if someone was not guilty, he or she would be saved by God from a cruel and certain death. Prior Philip writes, "The Lord simply cannot be summoned by man, not even the Pope, to pass judgment. Man must serve the Lord does not serve man." Philip believes that miracles that have happened during these ordeals were nothing but lies to protect and exonerate members and allies of the clergy. Enemies of the clergy, on the other hand, were killed or seriously hurt and disgraced. Furthermore, Philip writes that the suffering of the martyrs of the past proves that God is not simply saving people from burning or drowning. According to Philip, these ordeals must be stopped at all costs. Perfect. I'm gonna save again. I'm just gonna try to save a decent amount because the way the weather is here.
Fake miracles.
The power could go out. Do I have to say anything else to them?
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick.
Oh, okay. I'm done.
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually.
I'll just look at these books and I'm out of
If
here.
only I had more time to read.
Okay, let's leave.
We take you in.
And
this is how you thank us.
It's funny. They're getting scolded. So I will go back to the Fullers. What am I supposed to do with the ants, though? I don't understand that.
They have problems with their hands and feet. Maybe I can find a way to help them.
I found a way. There we go.
Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a balm, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Yeah, they should like have it in turns or something. I guess we'll go to Aliena's house. Let her know about, you know.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
That cat looked really huge for a sec, but it's because it's close up. She has a pretty nice house. Wow. Is he gonna like knock?
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
Oh, is that her brother?
For us? Who is us?
He looks totally different.
The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
I
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But
Will
first we need to
Jonathan
make
just
sure
sneak
Philip
it
gets
in?
his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Oh.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Ah, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards.
Oh.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
That's funny.
So for them you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Wow.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet
they
you in
got
Shiring,
some money for
and
being
I'll
knight.
bring the money.
Remember when I first knocked here? I was so nervous. Oh, that's it. Okay, go back to the monastery.
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Oh, great. Stonemasons. Market. Colorful cloth.
What's wrong?
Fulling the wool is hard work, isn't it?
Backbreaking. That's why we don't have much cloth to sell. At least they sell well. Why do you ask?
I thought I had an idea. Maybe not.
Martha and Ellen dyed these for a family's business. Much a high price. Here, have some
I'll
ants.
keep them for now. Hey.
Jack,
How did you like the stone I picked for your corbel?
I like it, you were right. Now I only need to get better at carving.
Well, give it time, Jack. You'll get there. Now, better get back to work. Who knows how long we can still work here.
Well, it sounds like for a little longer anyway. Learned a lot from them. This talks him about him.
Is Alfred around here?
Your brother? No, I haven't seen him.
Here, have some
Better
ants.
not. If one of the workers slips, they could injure themselves.
They'll slip on ants. Just gonna check something.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here? I think I'll go and see Tom later. I better leave Philip out of this.
Is he? I guess he's... I don't know, it looks like I'm supposed to do something with him, but... I don't know, maybe I'll save. Cause I think... I'm just gonna check. I think I did everything. Oh, I see. Let me see. Damn it, I messed something up. I guess that's not that big of a difference. Let's see.
Hey, take back what you said before.
About what? Skip through this stuff. Damn.
I will do everything in my power.
I know my
my
Kingsborough.
Let me try.
Jack, you said you were
Skip that. Yeah. Guess that's what I get for saving over my saves.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, so we'll talk to the Fullers. Again.
Good day, my ladies.
This.
Didn't.
Piss.
We can't. Then maybe.
There we go. And then we'll go to the mill. Gotta get this stupid thing again. Yeah.
Oh, I need to do better than that. Ah, missed.
Come on. Come on.
Damn it. I bet.
Whoops. It's gonna take an eternity. The one in the church took forever. I just am just a tiny bit off. I think there's a delay of my mouse or something, because I swear. There we go.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all.
Okay, so let's look at this dude again.
Then there's more. And the wall. So the motion of the wall, shouldn't it be? We use wheel. Maybe the right. I guess. When the water is there. When I find more, the water. Maybe one day we could build a mill that will do a fulling motion. Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Here we go.
But then the Fullers would be out of a job. But they were complaining about their hands, and there is probably other work for them. And Ali and Martha could sell even more cloth and save money on the fulling. I won't do it today, but hell, I have to try to build a fulling mill. Do you mind?
Oi, my hands!
I just took a... They aren't all...
Get anything else
I
to
will
say about
build a fulling mill. Not just yet, but soon.
And then the faded stuff. Okay, let's go. The brook. My Bible's in there somewhere. Philip will be pretty upset.
I don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible.
Willow tree. We always meet there. Elena and I. Can't wait to see her again. Now let's go get that bomb. Looking at the cross. What if he doesn't want to be a monk?
Do you know a remedy for rough and dry hands?
Your mother would know for sure. She is tending to...
The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days.
They'd still need someone to, like...
Here.
Use the machine to do that and watch it and, you know, make sure that it...
Ouch!
Yes, cut the...
It's working and everything.
But only for...
Maybe you'll think...
I wonder if that really makes a difference. Probably not too much, but Who knows? So, walk back down this way. I gotta go to the monastery. Go to the kitchen.
Hello, Milius.
So we'll go through all this stuff.
What?
Come on. Oh wait,
One.
no.
Now, let's see. Here we go. Yes.
Oh. Wow.
Oh. Just a little more. Good. And now, what?
The dude will help
Milius?
us.
Yes?
Do you
Beeswax and fat or
All
whatever
it takes
was.
is some hot
Yeah. Balm for the fuller's
You know-
hands.
You what?
What? No.
I don't. What?
Gotcha.
Thank you for.
Oh my goodness. I yawned. Okay. Martha and Ellen. Okay, what do you know? Dyed cloth.
What's wrong?
Fulling the wool is hard work, isn't it?
Back-breaking. That's why we don't have much cloth to sell. At least they sell well. Why do you ask?
I thought I had an idea. Maybe not.
Oh. Well. I don't know, cause I. Here. Can we give it to
There
you?
must be an easier way to do the fulling. We don't grind wheat with our hands anymore, so why do we still do the fulling like that?
I don't know. Maybe because no one came up with a better way of doing it.
I guess we can't really go further with that anyway. Maybe it's something that pops up after. Go give those ladies their stuff.
Hey.
Jack, how did you like?
I like it. Now I only need to...
Give it time. No, better get...
Go the pathway. Give the fullers their stuff. Thanks for the lurk.
Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make... Don't you have work?
Who would I be if I... I have my...
Oh, of course. But I dare say, that balm... My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Okay, so now go back to the monastery. Go around back.
And stop yelling! I will not!
These guys, eh?
I think I know.
Can I say the sub-prior or do I have to go in first? No, I'm showing. Go other people. The sub-prior.
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started. He is. And what?
Skip this.
That who?
Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
Where it gets triggered.
How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathen!
But I...
Do you have...
We didn't!
Silence! We place our trust in
there. Let's see, this dude. Young monk.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester. There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it? Me? I don't remember. He did. Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book. And Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out. What is it that you're working on?
I didn't know. Not many. He's after his
You ditched the...
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover the Lord. These ordeals. Some had others, some were... And if they were in it...
There'd be no martyr.
Yes, the prior...
But saints...
True. However, but Judge...
You ditched...
Yes!
Fake
miracles by the church.
Whoever is accused...
But we believe like this is the second...
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually.
Inspect. And then I already read this, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, do that.
If only I had more time to read. If only I had more...
Oh, he doesn't say anything else?
If only I had...
Oh, okay.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd be back. Just be careful.
But Philip said...
Not while we're working. Remedius said...
I'll try to be...
Young monk. Okay. So we'll leave here.
We take you in.
That's fun.
And this...
Okay, so we will go tell Ali about the thing and the stuff.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Kitty. My goodness, what time is it?
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled.
Senseless. You still think I'm just...
No.
I put my life at risk. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you?
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Maybe we'll mention the mill thing to her. Now that we, like, you know, did that. I don't know.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So?
Yes.
What brings you here?
I'll
say that.
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money.
Who?
Percy Hamley.
Percy Hamley.
Congratulations.
So what? They're all
I think I should be going.
Oh, see you later, Jack.
Of course.
Okay, so I guess we don't mention it to her.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
That's funny.
So for them, you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as tomorrow we will ride. And what I need from you is money for a new. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years.
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my.
Oh, I will meet.
Okay, so that's all good. We did the Fuller's thing. I think we did everything that we're supposed to.
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work.
Back on their deal.
Tom wanted to talk to you.
Will he be there now? No, he's not here.
It's blocked. If I break something, I'll have to pay for it. Found that.
Okay, well, I guess I have to. There's nothing else I can do. I was supposed to get revenge on what's his name, but nothing's popping up.
Yeah, if I talk to Am I really done out here?
Oh wait, I'll save.
I think I'll go and see
case.
Tom.
So we'll save. Then back. And then I'll go in. Wait, unless like... There.
I've never seen Alfred helping you with your cloth.
He does his work and I do mine.
Washing out the grease and the dirt from the wool takes hours. And there must be an easier way to do the fulling.
I wish there was.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
I think so. Return to work now.
Jack!
Where is
What?
Alfred? Because I didn't see him.
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel, and I let you. Sub-Prior Remy just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead.
He's triggered.
Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Yeah, why
Peter.
they like cornered him?
What happened?
I'm not sure. but there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe, and when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No, no. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing.
I saw a monk in black, in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
He almost stepped on a few chickens. Was it that?
He almost stepped on a few chickens.
Wait, Jack is right. I remember now. There was a monk there, and he went into the cathedral.
I'll go up front and look for him. You check the back.
All right.
Where is the monk in black? Did he really cut the rope? I see him. Run after him. Run.
Where did he go?
Holy frig, he's fast.
I don't see the monk by the mill. I bet he went to the bridge.
Oh. Is it the mother? That would be very bad.
Hey, you! Hey!
What happened to you, monk?
Mother!
Jack?
He's not a monk! He tried to kill me!
You did what?
Please,
I know you. You are with them. Did they send you?
Please, let me go!
What did they send you for?
Tom Builder! I was sent here to kill Tom Builder.
Tom?
What is going on here?
Take heed. I know you. I know your face. Tell them that you succeeded. Tell them that Tom Builder is dead.
What?
Tell them, or I will find you.
Yes.
Speak up, or I'll put a curse on you.
I will tell them what you ask. Please.
You don't get to see his face? Come on.
What the hell? What was that? Why did you let him go?
He was after Tom. After all these years, it's happening again.
What is?
Just tell Tom to stay low. If we're lucky, they'll think he's dead.
Why don't you tell him?
I'm the reason they're trying to kill him. It's my fault.
I wonder why.
What?
Please tell us.
We should never have come to Kingsbridge, Jack.
Who are you? What are you hiding from? Letter from Francis. Inspect. Dated February. My dear Philip, it has been far too long since we last spoke last. To tell the truth, there is little I can write, as all of Earl Robert's scribes are sworn to secrecy. I remember well when we saw each other on a New Year's Day and talked about the world of politics. Now that a few years have passed and the conflict between my Earl Robert and Stephen is still raging on, I can understand why you chose the life of a prior. Involving oneself in politics has always led to only more suffering. I am accompanying Robert of Gloucester on his quest against Stephen through England. Wherever we go, everyone talks about the wonderful work Prior Philip of Kingsbridge is doing. Your Saint Adolphus is well known even in the Wales and Scotland now. Your brother Francis. Nice.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
Follow the road to Shiren.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help. Not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
It's pretty harsh. An Earl has to show understanding. An Earl has to punish thieves. They have to show understanding.
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them.
That's a little over
A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
Cowford. Nice.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with two men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
I want to stop and talk to her.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses.
I thought that was a
Their
feather.
hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
Holy crap. Did the Sunlake come into power?
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waylaran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
I'm gonna play it for a little bit more, but what you did your best to finish with Corval. With Ellen and Millie's support, you managed to help the Fullers. Richard is trying to reclaim the earldom for himself and Aliena. You visited Cuthbert and told brother Alnar, oh my gosh, you will bury him. You discovered all 3 wasp nests. You came up with a brilliant idea for a fulling mill. You caught the assassin. Ellen forced him to report that Tom is dead. Okay. I'm gonna play a little more, then I gotta stop. The new Earl. Sounds like he's a pretty crappy Earl.
This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching.
Maybe his son's like, you know...
Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
Show a man
I
of
fear
God
this is
some
going
respect.
to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
Yeah, it's getting like almost done. Richard asked for money. Now where is he? Everyone seems to ignore him, even the sheriff. Wonder why. He's tense. Prefer his life in the Priory, not meeting Earls. Yet his sense of duty compels him. I'll wait to see the Earl. Court day. They don't look very confident.
As it is written in the book of Matthew, the end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will see.
Prophet, you're probably going to be up in the
They say
gallows.
that Jack's father was a thief and hanged in Shiring.
Open your eyes.
Oh.
The signs are
If they hadn't replaced father, I could have helped them. I cannot help them.
Our food is rotting. Our animals dying. Our homes
Poor man.
crumbling.
Apathetic. By God, he reminds me of father. Oh.
How many of you have fallen from grace, seduced by hell's demons?
Good quality.
Other merchants offer cloth and felt.
The
Sell for higher
wilting
prices
of
and suited
Shiring is an
transport.
omen of
Pulling
the
what was
things
tough
to
and
come.
expensive. Let's talk to Meg.
That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Be diplomatic.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
That's not
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
What? Are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our Harfaliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally?
Address problem?
There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Uh-huh. You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Yep.
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Yeah.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try.
What do we have to do to it?
Daylight robbery.
We agreed on
Meg
the
is
price.
managing this store for me.
3.
Beautiful sight.
Just gonna give away for free.
Let's negotiate.
Come on. I thought you had more to spare than that.
You're trying to rip me off. I'll take my business elsewhere.
You won't find a better price.
I'll go find some to appraise.
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Should we go to this dude?
Taking my business elsewhere.
Please, calm down.
And a pig eat half of my crops.
You're trying to rip me off.
Let us work out a compromise.
No, I'll keep the wool.
No.
But I'm not here to buy anything.
We agreed on the price.
My father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much. That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family warm and fed like this?
Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
It's all too expensive.
Oh. I saved. Should we talk to the merchants about it? I don't know.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colors are always giving me a foul mood. Just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Here.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting Shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
Let's talk to these dudes over here.
Excuse me, do you know if something happened in Shiring? I know we suffer because of the war, but the town never used to seem this grim and hopeless.
Oh, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims in search of God's miracles.
And a saint who will heal my foot.
And my eyes. But yes, Shiring seems to hold no miracles these days. We heard the Earl is punishing his people for his own entertainment.
I heard so too.
Can I interest you in some horse bread?
Is that the only kind you have here?
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet, I think.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick and you'll get into trouble.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry.
Let's talk to the blacksmith. Wait, no, I want to talk to the girl carrying meat first.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal! Go away!
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh.
Where did you get this?
I'm not a thief. A man in the tavern promised me a bread crust if I fetched this from the market for him. I'm just taking a little break.
You look hungry.
Are you saying I should keep it? Nuh-uh. Thieves get hanged. I'll be good.
Oh, of course. Do you have a family that supports you?
My auntie sold flowers, but she couldn't afford to pay the taxes. Now I don't know where she is. I'm so hungry.
Why can't we do something to help her? Carrying hunger meat at her age only ran around for play. Huh.
Would you be free for a sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. His men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
That's pretty selfish. Man. Okay, well, let's go over here.
Our Earl sees.
I'm taking my business. First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Close public auction. Sell to the Flemish merchants.
It is sad, but it seems we can't find an agreement. Keep your money, good man. We'll sell to somebody else. I was made an offer by the Flemish merchants, but I declined. I'm a merchant with principles, and we promised the wool to you. They'll be delighted to hear the good news.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Turned around pretty quick there. Stubborn, push him further.
Competing with foreigners and nobility is no trifle. They're relentless and have deep pockets.
Aliena.
But if you prefer to take your chances...
No, wait. I'm taking the wool, all right.
I don't want to ruin you.
My master can afford it, he just doesn't want to. And he has a temper. God damn it. You show no mercy, do you?
A pleasure doing business with you.
Hopefully enough to get us all out of trouble.
Next time he'll buy elsewhere, I'm afraid. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides. Remember that.
We don't need customers like him, and we have our money.
Yes, and you have my thanks.
One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Let's talk to him.
Your wool may be of best quality, but that doesn't make up for this market. It used to be a place of fair trading once. This is definitely the last year I come here.
Another success. No negotiating is quite fun. Business partner charm.
Fabrics, good fabrics.
That's not him.
Get them before the Earl does.
Oh.
The
Thought we
fleeces
could
used to
just
be
ask.
bigger.
And that's not because it rains. Got to make up for those
There
taxes
he is.
somehow.
That's not him either.
Sorry, this is all I got.
He doesn't seem to be
another
here.
fleece on top.
3.
Have you seen Richard?
We are not lost. We must prepare
I have not, I'm afraid.
That one lady looked so... She looked back so angrily.
Has the queue not moved at all?
We stand like pillars of salt. But I'm sure the Earl will accept petitioners soon. I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site because I cannot pay them.
Things leave the market. Can we ask her? Maybe she saw him?
Have you seen a group of knights?
I'm not sure. I saw so many people today.
It's all right.
Actually, I forgot about the money. Should I give it to Philip?
Patience is a virtue.
No? Give him as much money. Give him as much money as Richard. Give him less money than Richard. Give him more money than Richard.
Open your eyes! The signs are all around us!
Give him more money than Richard.
Here.
Our food is rotting. Our animals
I'm astonished that you can still find trade in times like these. I can only repay you with my gratitude for now. And our Priory's wool, of course.
fallen from grace, seduced by hell's
It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money.
He's probably
Then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
Our Earl sees, and our Earl acts.
There's so many left that it's not mine to keep. Technically, it should be yours to keep, but whatever.
We must.
Okay, let's see. Wonder if he's gone there.
Have you seen Richard and his knights?
They came by and looked at a few swords, but they didn't mention where they were going.
Have you heard of Richard of Shiring, the knight?
Whoever that is, he surely hasn't bought bread today. Why don't you ask the sheriff? He seems to have his eye on everyone.
Probably wouldn't answer me.
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
No, we just arrived and headed straight for the church.
Ah, still, thank you.
Oh wait, no.
Maybe I should start painting.
What would your first masterpiece be?
I'm thinking...
At least you could take your time with that. Fruit doesn't rot that quickly.
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
A group of knights, you say?
Are they perhaps interested in buying linen for a new gambeson?
They might, but I need to find them first.
We shall be on the lookout then.
Huh. Well, what the heck? I'm gonna just see. I'll ask the dude over here.
3! Not just
Really
gonna give
fine,
away for
creepy.
free.
He looks weird.
Repent!
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
You mean King Stephen's knights? Last time I saw them, they were chugging beer at the Lion and Lamb Tavern. They're going into battle, so they'd better not fall in love tonight.
How thoughtful of you.
Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna save the game, and I gotta stop streaming. I have so many saves. Yeah. So, thanks for everyone who stopped by. And I'll see you next time. Unfortunately, I can't stream as often, you know, but things happen. So, yeah. See ya.